When you were going through this phase, what was your internal struggle and external struggle?
I remember one of the episodes with my own dad, though he's been a very dominating and
फर्क नहीं पड़ता
it's just a medium of communication.
how this whole fitness का कीड़ा started.
There are multiple touch points to this. I've been always on about staying slim. I'll accept it. And I love dressing up. And I love when dresses are on me.
एक होता है ना, एक शादी में जाना है तो स्लिम होना है, तो वैसे ही मैराथन में जाना है तो फिट रहना है. इतना कुछ आपने अचीव कर लिया जितना 5-6 लोगों की लाइफ टाइम में अचीव होता है.
If I do not believe in myself and if I do not stand up for myself, how will anybody else will stand up for myself?
Hello all, welcome to episode 5 of Own Your Story, where personal branding meets powerful storytelling. We have had 4 amazing guests and 4 amazing, heartwarming, कहीं पे goosebumps भी हुए. Story which tells that हमारे जैसे ही हैं सब. Everybody has their own share of struggles. किसी की स्टोरी सोशल मीडिया पे दिख रही है वैसी हंकी डोरी नहीं है. Everybody has their share of struggles. Everybody has to go through that journey of owning their story, and that is definitely the crux of this podcast. And I'm so glad I have my icon today in the podcast, because I am completely in awe with this lady, and I'm not flattering. I am not being very what should I say, flowery, but that's the truth. When I look at her, I'm in awe of her always. So welcome Dr. Sarika, and she's a leadership and a business coach with over 25 years of work experience, and she is multiple other things. I think it's better that she talks about, because I may end up missing out something. So welcome Dr. Sarika. We are conversing in a very different capacity today.
Thank you so much, Shweta, for having me here. Frankly speaking, real gratitude deep from heart. One, that I've met somebody like you, and to share this space, and calling me to share this space with you. So thank you so much for this, firstly.
When I thought about this podcast, you were always in the list, because someone whom I have met in the recent past, who is unapologetically, unabashedly you, is you. So, you not being part of this podcast was not going to happen anyhow. So I'm sure the audience is going to love this particular episode.
I hope they do, and they don't run away.
No, they will not. And we are going to have our own share of masti the way we do here in this podcast also.
I'm sure.
With my quintessential question in all the podcast, who is Sarika?
Who is Sarika? The way I define Sarika, or the way people also define me, I call Sarika as a true exemplar of leadership, resilience, and empowerment. Where I have been blessed, which I've also earned, worked hard, but I've been surely blessed to excel at multiple fronts at the same time. And this is where I love to work with people, where I inspire them to also work in their full potential. So though Sarika is a daughter, is a mother to a child with special needs, is a wife, is somewhere on her own. I'm also a working professional for over 28 years into banking and financial services. I am a published author of my own book, which is The Leap Reconstruct, which is Leadership Reimagined. So it's primarily knowing about your leadership style and how well you should use when, where, because I work largely on self-awareness. I'm also into the space of fitness, where I've been a marathoner and an ultra runner, and I have run across abroad as well as in India, achieving my runs. At the same time, I also stepped into the space of modeling for myself, that also at the age of 45 plus, because it was...
I do have a chance.
Very much. I feel everyone has a chance.
Do they take fat ladies also?
Under body positivity, everything goes, but there is nothing about fat and thin. It's all about owning yourself. Okay, and
That-
I'm right here. We're talking about own your story, and everything starts one is believing in yourself. And I think you should do because some of your portrait pics are amazing, Shweta.
Okay, guys,
okay.
I'm getting into modeling after this.
I would love to work with you there. Where I've walked, I have been on ramp walks, even internationally and locally, where I also represent at Pan India for body positivity because I primarily work. And the reason to step into this was acceptance. Being a dark complexioned woman in a fair and lovely world of ours, that was another way of mine to overcome some of my self beliefs which held me back, where I've also modeled for Malabar diamond jewelry and some of the premium brands. So I take pride, which was meant for fun. I participated in Mrs. India and I made it to Mrs. India runner up and Mrs. Glamorous. So I surely take my pride there too. Um, and I also worked on my PhD, which is again into the space of leadership, which was again some years back. So I've always felt growing, if you're not growing or if you're stagnant, then something's wrong with you. Every time it's not about growing vertically or rising vertically. There is always a promotion that happens horizontally. So sometimes, very often, we feel we're stagnant. Yaar, life mein kuch ho nahi raha, stuck hai. In normal conversations, you'll also say, आज हवा में ना कुछ movement नहीं है. There's nothing much happening. And we crib like this about it every pace and space of our life. But I think even when you feel that there is stuck, figure it out, look within. There is something or the other to work on. I mean, I have also done stuff which makes me uncomfortable. I am not a person who used to be into meditation. Matlab, I am very hyper types, Andar se bhi, bahar se bhi, jumping around, okay? That's whole my persona is. But when I thought I can't do something is when I also stepped into the space to do Vipassana. I stepped into the space of doing
You're not
Isha
speaking-
inner engineering.
You're not speaking, I can't even imagine.
Not speaking for 10 days
Yeah.
without anything. And I was
Did
so
you
sincere.
succeed doing that?
Very much. I have a very simple rule. If I have to do something, the only option that I have is I will succeed. I do not have any other choice. The only choice I make is I'm meant to do this.
So I'm sure our audience you will have this question कि आपके पास 48 घंटे हैं या 24 हैं जैसे हमारे पास हैं, because like the different shades of Sarika that is the introduction over or there's something left? Because I was like and like okay, my intro will stop in maybe 30 seconds, yeah, but
No, at all. No, I'm also into motivational speaking. I get invited as keynote speaker, which is again very unlike if somebody would have seen me in
intro
childhood.
was not over.
So
Amazing,
I've been
amazing.
trying to keep myself at
Because
multiple fronts.
I find it so. I happen to, be part of a family's journey right across. I was the next door neighbor of someone who had a kid with special needs, and their life revolved around that
Yeah.
child, and I found it so inspiring. To see that someone who can do so many things with all that in the background, how do you manage is the biggest question that I think every audience would want to ask.
So, Shweta, to be very frank, I give my credits, due to my family and my brother or my spouse or whatever, my dad too, largely to two people in my life. Is one, my mom and my daughter. So, my mom has been bedridden, she's no more, from the time I have been 3 years old.
Oh my God.
And I think I do everything keeping my mother and my daughter. What do they expect and how do they wish to see me? I had multiple times when I've given up in life. Health, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. I've had my falls at all fronts, frankly speaking. And that's why I said I've been blessed. God has been kind to hold my nose above the water. Okay.
So
I've
when
had
your mom was bedridden, you being 3 years old, who brought you up? Who was there
I
to
give
take
my
care?
credit to both my parents, obviously. But my dad has been typically, so I come from a middle class Maharashtrian family. And I'm sure it has not been easy for them too, for both of them. Uh, when she was 28, when she hit the bed, she had her dreams. My dad would have had his dreams. Their social life collapsed with kids happening. She was an amazing, very smart lady, well educated, graduate at those times, tip top, and came to zero.
So do you have
So,
any memories of her,
oh, I
like
have. She, I
before
just
before she was sick?
Some of them, yes, and it has all been very positive. And I think what I am today is primarily because of her. The kind of a willpower that she gave me, from never give up attitude to the willpower. And the reason that I have also run parallelly along with my daughter being a mother is I've seen my mom struggle, that she would have loved to stand on her own feet, not give up on so many things. Is when I said, I will go an extra mile, but I will not give up in life. And I always think about it. What will my mom feel? What would have she wanted me to do? And
You're the
every
only child,
time,
or
no,
you
no,
have
no. I have a
siblings?
sibling. I have a brother who's a very supportive. I'm blessed to have him. 3 years younger to me. But yes, there has always been a difference.
So your brother must be like really infant when your mom.
It was on his birth when she was hit by rheumatoid arthritis very badly.
Oh my god.
And that time the things weren't. Anyways, that's. But I think what's really important is the way she's brought us up. हरदम ना बाहर से नहीं होता है. Your whole persona is not only external affair. It's a lot what you are inside. How resilient you would be inside, how much you have a self belief and you're ready to fight on things. I think that's what she really ingrained into me. And I think she always made it very clear, Tarika, you have to stand on your own feet, financially and otherwise. And I think till my recent times, I have always learned and taken lessons from her, including my daughter now, and which I've always put it in actually in use. I mean, when I had my daughter, and when we realized she's a child with special needs, and I think I've only lived in ICU for first 3 years after her birth, and I was giving up on everything. Okay, you always have why, right? मेरे साथ ही क्यों? I mean, I frankly speaking, I thought कि शादी के बाद my life would ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है तुम जो सोचते हो वैसा नहीं होता है but yes you can surely be a narrative to your story. I have been a narrative, and when I change my stories at multiple fronts, then surrendering to whatever has been hit on my face. But that's when one of the days when she had called me and she told me something very clearly. She said, Sarika, if you keep on sulking and pulling yourself down with your daughter's health, she said, me being your mother, I'll stand by you. Okay? She said, otherwise, dunya bolo, bachi bolo, in-laws bolo, husband bolo, friends bolo. She said, nobody. You will not have anybody in your life. So take charge of your life. Otherwise, you'll be down the drain. And that really hit me. And after that, I said, okay, enough of sulking. Let me deal with it. Though I sulk, but I do not let it grow onto me. So my switch button on off is much faster
I love
now.
this. I love this. Let me. Can you please repeat? Like you can sulk, but
Yeah, do
you-
not let. I mean,
do
यार
not
तुम
let it grow on
By
you.
chance, अगर दलदल में गिर गए और some shit has happened, shit will hit you. Okay,
yeah.
it'll never be like that. Nothing happens.
And
Everything's
sometimes
on it.
hits you from multiple places at
Multiple
once.
places, and you just don't know, right? अभी तुमको उस गंदगी में बैठ के रोना है या फिर उठ के खुद को साफ
रोते
करके you
रोते
want to move
साफ
to the
कर लो।
next place. This thing is what is more important.
रोते रोते भी साफ कर सकते हो.
You better collect your shit and get out of it.
True.
So
Amazing. So, looking at your journey, definitely you would have at multiple places, like childhood में parent teachers meeting हुआ, ये हुआ, वो हुआ. Your mom was able to join you.
maybe very on and off. So I was not a very great student. Okay.
So you're okay. Your mom not coming.
I've there was a time when I forced my dad. So when we had moved,
We have this in common.
So I remember we had moved from.
But मैं पकड़ी गई थी.
मैं भी पकड़ी गई.
Oh my
ये सब
god,
चीजों में तो पकड़े ही जाते हैं.
it was very humiliating.
So we had moved in my 6th standard from Amritsar to Thane. We left Amritsar because of severe weather conditions. It was difficult to deal with mom's health, so we'd moved here. I was a child with a very poor confidence. The negative से negative is very low. Okay.
अभी तो believe नहीं हो रहा.
नहीं होगा. I've really taken charge of my life, and wherever I thought I need to work, I've worked. बाकी या बाहर में देखते हैं. So for me, it's jump in. I will figure out the way. बहुत ज़्यादा एक्स्ट्रा नहीं सोचने का. You get your opportunities. Take the chances. Then we'll figure it out.
You get your opportunity. There are a lot of quotes coming up in this conversation. Please make a note, guys.
So I was a very low confidence child. Okay, lots of struggle at multiple fronts. From my looks to intellect to my speaking capability, my parents not being full-fledged in that way, nothing was.
No, right now I can't believe on any of these.
Yeah, but I take pride in that, and that's why I say you can be a narrative to your own story, how you define it.
So when you were going through this phase, what was your internal struggle and external struggle?
So I've been always very low on my self-confidence. I'll narrate one of the quick stories where the whole thing also started. I remember one of the episodes with my own dad. Okay, and I love my dad. Though he's been a very dominating, and I wanted to be a replica of him because I thought wohi kaam hota tha, by dominating you could kind of rule the world. I'd gone to pick up some aunt at the station, and bachchi thi main. Train aayi, so they came in that chair class. Okay, we used to not travel much because never got opportunity to travel much because of personal issues like mom health and all. So I had a very stupid question maybe, okay, and it was a question asked by a kid to a father. Why did Maushi has come? Maushi's Masi. Why has Masi come in a chair class? Is it faster than a sleeper class? And he said, don't be stupid. So stupid questions you ask. And I think that kind of shut me for lifetime. Because all that got fixated in my head is, मैं जब मुंह खोलूंगी, मेरे को stupid questions हैं. And that also defined that I am intellectually not even average. Where my self-belief, self-confidence kept on hitting me. And that also impacted my performances at school. And I think everything becomes a layer over layer.
Yeah, that was just a very kid question that one could laugh at and,
And I give him benefit of doubt now. Maybe he had too many other things on his head and he reacted. I have overgrown lots of stuff, giving benefit of doubt to people, why people would talk or behave at that time. But that really left a very negative impact about myself. And I think I got shut perpetually for so long. We had, after some years, one of his own cousins had come over. They stayed over at our place for two nights. While leaving, that uncle asked my dad, is Sarika deaf and mute?
Whoa.
So, I had no voice. Literally no voice. Okay, because मेरे को लगता था मैं कुछ भी करूँगी या कुछ भी बोलूँगी तो सही नहीं होगा. And I'll get labeled further. Okay, and that kept on killing my confidence at multiple fronts. And it was all easier to keep shut because didn't have friends, was not allowed to have friends, was not allowed to go out, and anyways had responsibilities at home. Okay, so I have not really understood relationships or people very early in my life, which I feel people should be exposed so you can expand your horizon and knowing yourself also better, what you like, what you don't like. And I think all that I worked on myself was about pleasing others. कि ना कोई मेरे को बुरा नहीं बोले, कोई मेरे को ना दो शब्द अच्छे बोल दे. And then I realized during
दो
that
दिन हम खुश
time,
रहेंगे उसी बात को याद करके.
no, I bent too much in my life. I didn't know how to say no because no बोलोगे तो सामने वाला गुस्सा हो जाएगा, ठीक है, or you will not be accepted. I have always bent myself front back only just to feel accepted.
You got
It's
your
not to
flexibility
get
from
accepted.
there.
I got my flexibility. I like that. So that's and that's how I got actually my flexibility at multiple fronts that way. I love this. I love the way you catch stuff and the puns in between. Yes, I now I know where I do have to give my credit for my flexibility also. But the day I realized that there's something wrong with me, I think I hid at my place, and I 11th or 12th standard, I had gone and joined public speaking classes on my own. मैं रात को ना 9 बजे my regular classes के बाद I used to go there thrice a week. कि मेरे को लगा मेरे पास ना आवाज नहीं है.
So you joined where? Toastmasters?
No. Very local place somewhere in Thane. I remember I used to go to some Karnavat classes for my regular 12th standard stuff, and after that
You were pursuing science, commerce?
Commerce. But my life was set by my dad. पढ़ाई करना है, कॉमर्स लेना है, कॉमर्स के बाद एमबीए करना है, एमबीए के बाद बैंकिंग में जाना है, बच्चे पैदा करने हैं, एंड दैट्स हाउ लाइफ विल बी बैलेंस्ड एंड सेटल्ड. कमाओगे भी, घर भी संभाल सकोगे. Okay, so these were kind
So the roadmap was there. You don't have to bother.
No, which is in a way good and bad, because मेरे को तो यार that means
No,
I had no
pun was
thinking power.
intended. The pun was intended.
So मेरी तो खुद की सोच ही नहीं थी ना. So
I
but
know.
yes, since the roadmap was defined, मैं भटकी नहीं.
हाँ.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
So,
So public speaking.
and that's how I got into public speaking कि यार
Then
कहीं
you
तो मैं
figured
खड़ी
कि अब मैं
होके
बोल सकती हूँ.
बोल सकती हूँ. Then I learned how to behave, how to stand, how to dress up, talk. Very, very basic on my own.
ये इतना तो आता था अपने को नहीं?
आता था, but मेरे expectations खुद से कुछ
ज़्यादा.
बढ़ने लग गए थे.
Okay.
I didn't want to be just anybody. So I think that was the time when I realized my journey that I did not want to be a nobody, but it was more about from nobody to somebody. And then I realized where all I need to work on myself at multiple fronts, and which I've kept on and on and on. And I still do that. I have a very
But
simple
not
rule.
many have that awareness also. People get lost because they don't know where to work.
That's why I said, come to me. I
Okay.
always say, come to me. The self-awareness is the most important thing. See, to know your strengths. So we normally talk about, know your strengths. I am saying know your strengths, know where to use them, and know where not to use your strength is a big skill.
Just, yeah, this is a big one. Know where you should not use your strengths. Yeah. Because I heard this thing, and we are so consumed by strengthening, by managing our weaknesses that we forget to strengthen our strength.
Yes.
सो जैसे एक क्लासिक केस है कि अगर हिंदी में मेरे कम मार्क्स आते हैं तो यार हिंदी में अच्छे लाने हैं तो मैथ्स में जब 100 और 100 आ रहे हैं तो मैथ्स भी मतलब कमज़ोर पड़ जाता है बिकॉज यू आर ट्राइंग टू स्केल. सो आई लर्न समथिंग विच हैज स्टेड विथ मी इज strengthen your strength and manage your weakness.
Manage your weakness. True. I have learned largely is look at your strengths, where to use and where not to use. When it comes to one of my strengths, which is aggression, okay, it's one of the key reasons why I excel. More than excel, I'll say I love to lead wherever I step in, be it my running, be it my modeling, be it my personal space or work or whatever. I want to be leading it everywhere. So my aggression has been a large contributor even in my corporate success. But at the same time, I have messed up. The same aggression, when I've used in my personal front, I have actually messed up my relationships. Okay? और मेरे को ना तब पता ही नहीं चला कि यार इसी aggression को मेरे को यहाँ पे mellow down करना चाहिए. यहाँ पे मैं dominating रहूँगी घर पे तो I will only mess it up. And I think I learned late. Maybe my daughter is where she stepped in and she taught me that. But very simple example. Though somebody will say, okay, Sarika, you look nice wearing saris, but I cannot wear Kanjivaram saris, though I can wear in a wedding, but not in a crematorium or on someone's this thing, right? So when, where, what to use is very, very important. It's like wearing your own coat or different glasses. हम यहाँ पे glares पहन के नहीं बैठेंगे. So when, where, what to use is most important.
We are consumed in such an amazing conversation with Sarika, and I would hate to take a break, but I'll take a quick break here, and let's come back. Stay tuned because there's more immersive stories coming up from her because I know her personally. So stay tuned. Welcome back after a short break, and we'll continue this amazing, interesting peep into Sarika's journey and Sarika's story. I'm very curious, Sarika, how this whole fitness ka keeda started.
Fitness ka keeda. So I there are multiple touch points to this. I've been always on about staying slim. I'll accept it because I've loved
That
to
was
dress
part
up.
of looking good.
That was part of, yes, one of my ways to be presentable is about, and I love dressing up, and I love when dresses are on me. Okay, so it was always about being slim at the beginning, and I'll define it because it was not about fitness initially, it was about being slim initially. So be it diet control, be it cutting my hunger, not eating any of the extra faltu stuff, any junk food which we talk about today, nothing good at
बहुत
eating, but
boring
yes,
life रही होगी.
मैं हूँ ही boring type, but interesting person with interesting stories. So always was there. This is very personal again. I have been always complimented about my physical structure, okay, or the way I would carry. There was once before my wedding day, I think my husband had mentioned across, and he complimented on my, and he said, whatever, I had not expected I'll get a woman with such a good figure or whatever. And he said, you should always maintain this, okay? Don't ever put on. I said, after child, we don't know. No, don't ever put on. And I think there was some casual comment made further to it. And that really hit me. And I said, I will maintain for myself and not for you or anybody else. I said, this is not going to be for somebody else. It's going to be more about myself because my value stays for myself the way I want it. Because that's again, that made me realize that I'll end up doing because koi mere ko bol raha hai. So I will
That
end
will
up,
not be sustainable.
one is not sustainable. And again, I am in somebody's control, right?
Yeah.
It's always about सामने वाले को क्या चाहिए, and that's again, कि सामने
You're
वाले को
getting
खुश
back
करना
into
है.
that shit.
Yes, फिर वो flexibility बढ़ानी है, but इतनी भी नहीं कि कमर टूट जाए.
I like that. Flexibility बढ़ाओ पर इतनी भी नहीं कि कमर टूट जाए. Quote again, guys.
So I was very clear that I will look after myself, but that time it was all about being slim. I think 2010-11, I was hit majorly. So no, 2002, I was hit big time once with my thyroid, where completely I went from haywire, which was still okay. I think 2010-11, I collapsed on the road. I kind of was walking and I just collapsed on the road. Where I opened my eyes directly in the Jupiter Hospital. I was admitted for good 21 days with a question mark. Is it the end of Sarika's life story or will I come back? And those 21 days...
You were in coma or something?
No. I was completely bedridden. I had water accumulation in my lungs, which had to be taken out 3 times. I had lost around 8-10 kgs. I had lost the original Sarika for multiple reasons. And my breathing capacity was very, very
And
less.
your collapse had to do with only the physical...
No, obviously, it was emotional stress, physical stress, and everything all built up together finally came onto my body. In fact, till a day before, though I was not keeping well for some months, I did not pay attention to myself. And till a previous day, I was active till 12:30 in the night. And I think the night was painful because I had too much of left chest pain. And I said, Malum nahi heart attack aa raha hai, I'm in left chest. At the age of 40s, I said, but I said, no. I said, women don't get heart attacks so easily. रात को मैंने रैली स्प्रे मारा ऊपर नीचे पागल. Then I said, चलो रात निकालो. And next morning, I couldn't leave the bed. Went to a doc and I had too much of chest pain. So doc said, get your x-ray done because next day was Sunday. And was walking to an x-ray place and I just collapsed on the road. I collapsed, fainted. I mean, no, nothing. I mean, just collapsed because my breathing capacity was not there. When I came back home after 21 days, I was not to be recognized the way I was. And that was the time multiple things got questioned. One, I got a call from office. Everyone did come to see me, from my bosses to my peers and everyone. But Sarika, will you come back to work? हमको नहीं लगता है. If it is so, we'll give you some time. Otherwise, they needed a replacement. I was heading to departments. And obviously, it was a critical position. And I told my boss, I said, आऊंगी, 1 महीना दे दो. because I could not stand on my own feet. I said, "Ek mahina de do, I will." I said, "Don't take my job." I said, "I will get back." And that was the time I realized, I think that was my last thing which was broken off. Ki mental, emotional, all these years I could deal with lots of stuff. Maybe I was fit, young, but I think as I started progressing, things were giving up. I was giving up. And then I said, no, yaar, if I do not take care of my emotional well being and physical fitness, to koi nahi rahega. I mean, if you do not take care of yourself, forget taking care of others, you will not even have somebody else taking care of you. And that was the first time when I realized when you're flying, they say oxygen mask pehle khud lagao, or फिर then you put it to an infant or anybody whom you're responsible for. Yeah, तो जब तुम ही नहीं रहोगे तो बाकी का फायदा क्या है? And that was the time I decided to take charge of my fitness and health in a better way. So my emotional and physical well-being, the need to take to a next level came in there. Is when I said, chalo, it's not about being slim. It's needed to be better. And I had seen my mom, where I decided I will stay physically fit. I never wanted to get onto bed like her. I give myself 1 year. Though I went back to work and I was on to work, I started eating well when I got into more focused nutritional eating than only dal, chawal, sabji, roti. And after a year, I decided, let me test myself. Because a part of my lungs are kind of blocked. The water has been frozen there, so it doesn't work in full capacity. I said, chalo, abhi, let's test your lung capacity. I said, jo nahi hota hai, we should test ourselves. And then I said, let me get into running, because I was not a runner. And I said, running mein lung capacity badhega. And I failed twice there. After a year again, I got back. So from 1 kilometers to 2 to 5 to 10 to 21 for multiple years. During this whole journey, I had lots of another self-discoveries. I realized when I did my 21 kilometers, I had broken down at 18 kilometers of my run in Mumbai marathon. And I was like, am I stupid? I mean, what am I doing this for? Kisko kya prove karna hai? And I said, I'm going through a torture, right? 21 किलोमीटर भाग रही हूँ 18 में रोपड़ी में ठीक है बिग क्वेश्चन मार्क की why am I doing this? My why has always troubled me. Okay, which also helps me to find answers. So today तो I always tell all my clients in professional space, personal space, हर चीज में तुम्हारा पहले why ढूंढ लो. जितना clarity why में आएगा ना, rest of the things fall in place better. So I started questioning myself, yaar, 18 mein I said, ro padi hu yaar ek to main. And there was a Ganpati song going on, I remember, at one of the places. Ro padi ki, why am I doing this? And you know, Shweta, what did I realize that time? Though I start things at bang, I am not capable to conclude stuff. And that's why I have not been a success factors to lots of things till my 40s. मेरे को ना सब कुछ करना है चालू कर दूंगी बट कंक्लूजन नहीं आता है मेरे को आई गिव अप when problem starts hitting. And you know, at the stage of 18-19 kilometers, you're fatigued. You're physically fatigued. You're emotionally fatigued. You're kind of done. Okay, and you've exhausted all your resources and energy. And that's the time when you actually need that extra boost to finish your whole game. And वहीं पे तो मैं छोड़ देती हूँ. So be it office, be it work, be it office politics, be it relationships, okay? जैसे ही
सक्सेस मिलने वाली होती है उसके जस्ट पहले
जब exhaustion का time आ जाता है, I'm kind of done. And I said, oh shit, this is my pattern. So I realized this pattern of mine in the running space. Okay, and I said, I need to work on myself. So every time then I started realizing, be it a 10 kilometer run, 8 kilometer में मेरी किटकिट चालू हो जाती थी.
क्यों कर रही हूँ
ठीक है when I used to go to gym हाँ when I used to go to gym initially बड़ा enthou है थोड़ा बहुत slim में मतलब whatever you get into the form you get into the shape done I'm ready to give up and I said Sarika you have a thing to give up right at the time when you are concluding and you are about to take your trophies
क्रिसेंडो के जस्ट पहले
बस चलो हो गया क्यों अभी नहीं हो रहा थक गया resources over. It was easier to give up. And
आप
then I
ऊँट जैसे थोड़ी अलग सी थैली में रख लिया करो सामान.
हाँ, तो फिर वो सीखने, then I worked on that part of it. And that's the time I realize whenever we say कि यार इसको easily मिल जाता है, या let's say today lots of people say कि Sarika has been lucky, she's got this, she's achieved this, okay. Success doesn't come or given to you. You really have to keep on and on and on going on for it, and that's when you actually achieve. So be it running, I realize it's not about 21 and 42 kilometers or 50 kilometers I've done. It's frankly speaking about a step at a time, a step, ensuring your next step is put. You just ensure your one step is put, you achieve 1 kilometer, you've progressed. So it is all about your resilience and consistency that you need to keep on and on and on and on doing, especially the times when you want to give up.
Amazing. So I'll share my example as a marathoner. I was training with these marathoners. Many of them were ultra marathoners. I never figured 2 बजे रात को ये किसके पीछे भाग रहे हैं.
I've also done those.
And that too they pay money to run. मतलब ऐसे ही भाग लो यार रोज. But when I was training with them, the idea of doing these marathons that agenda will push me to towards being very disciplined and diligent towards my workouts and everything, so that एक होता है ना, एक शादी में जाना है तो स्लिम होना है, तो वैसे ही मैराथन में जाना है तो फिट रहना है. So that was the agenda, and everybody working on their personal best and falana dhimaka, and I was like, I tried that. Everybody told me that you jog a little and then run, and then progressively you will become a runner. I have done 7 half marathons. I've done it within the time limit. I have done purely walking.
That's okay.
So I was like, this is my running. Please accept it. As far as I'm crossing and I'm qualified for the next run, I'm okay.
Perfect.
So there were times when, you comparing yourself with the other person who was like, okay, 2.4, 2.1, under 2, ye, wo, falana dhimaka. I was like, why am I punishing myself comparing with them? And I've been conditioned by this comparison pattern all my life. So I was, whatever space that I do, whether I cook a recipe or I run, it is always I'm comparing in my head, because that's what I have witnessed since my childhood. In my upbringing, that somebody else is better than you and you have to compare yourself. So then I realized that no, I am not investing any more money in running. I'm good with walking and I'll keep at it. So maybe Oxfam walk or
Yes,
that 100
kilometers
kilometer
walk.
and all, I may end up doing someday.
Which is good.
But yes, when you were marathoning, does this experience, you had this similar experience where you're comparing yourself with the other runners?
Initially, yes. Okay. But again, in this whole journey, you realize it's about you. It's about you being better than yourself than a previous time. Okay. And every time, a timing is not what defines you. Okay. Being better is how faster your recovery is, how injury-free your run can be, how better you do for yourself, and how good you feel about yourself. Right? I mean, there are thousands of people running. There are 2 people who train together, but everyone's journey is different. Everyone's parameters are different. Everyone's success factors are different. Everyone's, the way you to enjoy and getting that pleasure out of that is different. So today I'm not running, okay? Though I'm into the space of gymming, I got into playing squash. I have my running friends who keep on saying, and I'm like, okay, if I'm not running today, it's okay. I may miss it because I miss my people there. I said, but today I am into other space where I am. And I think you need to be comfortable in your own skin. And that's something which I've always learned again and again and again. It's not about proving yourself to somebody because somebody else will accept you and tumko shabaski milegi. It's all about yourself. You need to be happy with yourself. You need to accept yourself.
Most
you need to
difficult
be happy
person
in
to
your
please
skin.
is you.
Me?
No,
Is self.
like self.
That's because, so I'll say it is difficult to please yourself, but you need to be happy. But you also need to set bars that you perform better for yourself.
So it's a good space actually, that you are the most difficult person to please. Like, pleasing yourself is the most difficult part, because if you please yourself, you become complacent at some point in time.
Yeah, but
Isn't
I will not say pleasing yourself is difficult. I will still say you should learn to appreciate yourself.
yourself? Yes.
Yeah, there was a very beautiful thing, you know. Who was this comedian? His show is there, Kapil Sharma. Okay, when he got onto the Netflix, his shows are coming on Netflix, and I think one of his initial episodes I saw, and he said, "मैं Netflix को मिलने गया था, ठीक है, and he said, why do you think we should take you?" And he's like, you know, I'm so good, I'm this, I'm that, and blah blah blah. And he said, तुम खुद की तारीफ कितने करती हो? तो करते हो. So he said, if I do not believe in myself, and if I do not stand up for myself, how will anybody else will stand up for myself? And it is so important. When I realized, I said, यार खुद के लिए तो ताली मार लो, कोई दुनिया मारे नहीं मारे. So when I have my achievements, even when it's my birthdays or when I have my achievements, I treat myself well. Be it going for a massage, getting myself a new dress, or going and having a good meal, or even saying, Sarika, you're amazing. कोई और करे नहीं करे, I will stand up for myself, because I will not allow myself to feel small, which I've allowed before.
To be honest, I'll tell you, when I used to hear these kind of conversations, I used to think, ये ऐसे फ्लैशी कपड़े पहन के, और ऐसे ये लोग कौन सा 10 बजे फुलके बना रहे हैं, कौन सा 12 बजे ये कर रहे हैं, कौन सा ये कर रहे
अरे
हैं,
मेरे
घर
को
की
पूछो, मैं
तरफ
झाड़ू
they are-
पोछा मार के आई हूँ सुबह.
हाँ, so नहीं, that's the perception that I had, and these are all, flowery conversations, and this has nothing to do with reality. And क्या होगा अगर मैं मिरर के सामने खड़ी होकर बोल दूंगी that hey Shweta, you're amazing, and it's not going to make any difference. It does. It does make a difference. I'm coming from a capacity where I was on the other side of the table criticizing all of this, and criticizing it to the core. To be honest, the first impression that I got, I was in awe of you, but then definitely this judgment part of me, did appear for a bit, that इसका तो क्या है, फुल टाइम सर्वेंट होगा, फुल टाइम कुक होगा, ये तो मतलब ऐसे कोई कैसे कर सकता है, all those questions. And over a period of time, one bit of owning my story is I was highly judgmental, because I had to, and I realized it way late that why I was so judgmental, because I had to kind of fix in my head that hey, I am a victim, and because of XYZ, everybody else is not a victim and I am a victim. And वो story पे, वो narration में fit करने के लिए मुझे दूसरों को जज अपने दिमाग में करना होता था. या तो मैं jealous हो जाती थी, या
envy हो गई, या फिर you'll always wonder why me.
I was a critic. Somebody who was not financially well off had a loving husband. Somebody who was financially well off had a loving husband. Then, she has a good figure, or she has whatever, So I will find things that will make me feel victim in some capacity. I was such bad, in that rut.
I think we are all. So do not blame yourself, Shweta. See, again, you are doing this into self-blaming.
No. I'm sharing this for the sake that this that you're mentioning now, that why are you blaming yourself? This has been in the past decade, has been done by a gentleman who's my mentor. He's like, तुमको ये मजा आता है क्या? And at the moment, he says that, I'll flip, and then okay, and slowly and progressively, why I'm sharing this in this podcast is that, every time anything happens to you, or every thought that comes to you, you believe that either you feel shit about yourself, that you're thinking like that, and it's okay. What I've learned is that process karo, deny mat karo. That if you are being judgmental about something, yes, you're being judgmental, be aware about that, process it, and get through it. Don't make it your habit, obviously, but then I have seen that I was like, मैं तो ऐसी नहीं हूँ. The fact of the matter is कि the moment I started accepting कि हाँ ये गड़बड़ है, then the change started.
And
And it because and acceptance कब आया when I really, there was a moment when I felt my son actually told me कि I was having this conversation with some relative of mine, and then after Tata bye bye we were going back home, and my son said that आप जिससे भी मिलते हो, every single person, why do you share the same stories?
Uh,
And it hit me like anything, it was like, yeah,
mm.
मैं कहा यार I am that pathetic. and I was factually, and this had to change. And that's when, obviously, it never happened overnight. I went into that vicious circle many a times, and then I had to pull myself back. But that was a part of owning my space. So अभी भी ऐसा होता है
होता है,
that for a fraction of second that judgment thing has, and then I have to talk myself out of it, and I say that, hey, we don't know her, let's stop judging her. And the moment that you realize this, one good thing happens is you start accepting everyone.
Well, exactly. So I'll have a little take here. I also have gone through this phase, okay, and I had realized I judge especially where I feel insecure. Okay, कि मेरे पास ये नहीं है. We are often being driven by our past experiences and stories. कि मेरे साथ ना लाइफ में ऐसे हो गया. अरे मेरे पास ना यही नहीं है. I don't have money. I don't have the right husband. My kid is not excelling well. I could have looked better. I could have done this. I could have done that. Why didn't I get right? And there are n number of excuses. I have seen people today, when I work with men, women often tend to complain, my marriage is screwed up because of my mom-in-law. My marriage is screwed up because of a third person. That's not the reality. Okay, whatever it is, you need to hold the responsibility. So it is again about changing the narrative of your own story, and you decide how do you want it going ahead. It's all about the choices that we make.
And I can tell you, when people are viewing this part of our conversation, they will say easier said than done, Sarika.
No, I'll tell you the time I realized about the choices, okay? And my first realization of choice, Shweta, came in when it came to about acceptance of my own daughter. I have been a good mother. I've been doing my stuff dutifully. But I will accept, I've been struggling of accepting. I also had my dreams, right? I mean, since I was whatever, I said, Meri bachi, and then I will contribute better. If my parents could do this to me, I have to do better for my child. Okay. And I was looking at my child already somewhere. And it was literally one of those twin tower falling, when your dreams fall, when you realize the reality has hit you very differently and you can't do really much about it. So, though I've been doing my duties towards my daughter, I realized the acceptance was very difficult. Why was always troubling me. And I'd gone for this course called as Landmark. I don't know if you've heard about Landmark.
Yeah, I have.
So I've done my advanced course also. So when I went for that, when I was going through it, I was stuck. Until I don't get my answers, I'm normally stuck. So I went to the coach out there during the break session and I said, I got what you said, but I didn't get this. And he told me to keep on repeating something. And I realized 2-3 things. One, I'm just not in the present. I'm too much in my past thinking कि ये हो रहा तो वो होगा तो ऐसा क्यों हुआ. Kept on complaining, and then I was completely fogged my thoughts to everything to that. And the biggest realization on my first 3 days of session was about choice. Okay. And that was the time I realized Rihanna is my choice by my will. There was no other alternative there. And the time I realized, I accepted her wholeheartedly. My whole approach while dealing with doing things with her, while interacting with her, changed so much in 1 year that she has evolved. I mean, we have seen that child not being able to walk, not able to pick a spoon. And now during COVID, other than making chapatis, I've taught her to do everything. She's so independent comparatively. And that's the time I realize, other than cribbing, which is not accepting your past, it's all about the choices that we make. The choices of the lifestyle, the choice of the education, the choice of a life partner. If any mess up has happened, take your stock there, and then you decide again what choice you want going ahead in your life. And I think that was very, very powerful when I learned about choices. It's all about the choices that we make. And hence, I choose myself to grow from here without getting stuck into any kind of complaints or cribs of life. वो रहेंगे ही, क्या कर सकती हूँ? नहीं कर सकती हूँ.
Sarika, I have a pointed question because
Sure.
you have been coaching a lot of leaders across different domains. They belong to different company sizes, men and women. So, what is the common pattern that you've seen in leaders where you have identified difficulty in owning their stories?
See, ideally, when you meet people, okay, people are always wondering why the success is not with them and why somebody else has got the success. Though people are aware, they know it, but na accept nahi karte hain. The growth happens when you get out of your comfort zone. And I'm a strong believer, growth happens when you reinvent, learn, and keep evolving. If you're going to be in
True.
the same thing, you always have to step up your
You
game.
can't get the same results.
यार सिंपल चीज है. I remember when we used to have those mobile phones, na, we used to play that snake wala game. Used to eat up and okay. Even today's those games we play, everywhere when you achieve a particular level, okay, you are eligible for the next one, and the past one feels easy. So it's always overcoming your challenges, and that's how you step up to the next levels of your life. And this has been taught to us by nature from childhood. जब बच्चा भी, when it starts crawling, you hold, stand up for something, fall down, take your first step, fall down, take another step, fall down, we get hurt. And then taking step by step, overcoming every single challenge of yours, a stress of yours, getting out of your comfort zone, you start running one day, which is very normal for us today, right? We are always in our denial mode. पहली चीज हमको लगता है हमने बहुत कर लिया है, ठीक है? Somebody else is more lucky, I am not deserving enough. Somebody else gets it very easily.
मुझे मेरी किस्मत का मिल गया, बस इससे ज्यादा नहीं मिल
We
सकता.
surrender to our past. We just surrender to our past. And as I again repeat, you need to have your own narrative to your future story ahead. So till the time you do not, one, self-awareness, pata hona chahiye ki where do you really need to work on yourself? Learn, unlearn is a big game. And to have that school mindset कि यार हमको ना नई चीज के लिए कुछ नया सीखना है, to have the open mind self itself is very important. So be it an individual at a leadership or a CXO level, be it any of the business leaders that we have to work, everyone has got out of their comfort zones, reinvented their own stories and their own learnings, and that's how they've stepped up. And strictly, which is a very common thing which has been taught to us and we've always overlooked, is about self-discipline and consistency. करते जाओ, you will ace it. हर छोटी चीज को ना हम इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं देते हैं, कंसिस्टेंसी को इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं देते हैं. ठीक है ना, एक दिन नहीं किया, हो गया ना, चीट मिल हो गया, नहीं उठे, नहीं किया. It's not about that.
That becomes a norm then. True.
Okay. And something which is very, very important with all this at every level is the authenticity. यार दुनिया को तुम कितना भी झूठ बोल लो, be true to yourself. Okay. People do not follow the leaders who showcase the perfectionism. They follow the leaders who are authentic, who come out and connect with their genuinity of about where they failed, where they're struggling, how they are learning, how they've evolved and grown. So people connect more with authenticity. And I think that's what Own Your Story is also all about, right?
True.
Being authentic to yourself and your whole life journey. What has broken you? What could have actually shattered us? Where have taken charge of yourself and gone ahead. So authenticity is the key. दुनिया को झूठ बोलना है, बोल दो यार, पर खुद से झूठ मत बोलो. जब खुद से झूठ बोलोगे ना, you are full of excuses. कि मेरे से ये नहीं हुआ, because you have n number of reasons, you have n number of excuses, you have n number of blames. But the reality is, you did not take charge of yourself. The time you take charge of yourself at any level of your life, you are unstoppable. सब इधर पहले है.
One thing that I have witnessed when I am consulting leaders, and I'm blessed to have some amazing leaders as my clients, and obviously in my previous podcasts also I have shared this, that I am a sum total of borrowed wisdom. So what I love about these leaders, and I've seen a pattern where I'm seeing good leaders. I've seen a pattern that they want to become very basic and very ordinary and very go-to person, very authentic, very vulnerable, because they want to train the forthcoming leaders as that लीडर बनने के लिए कोई अलग क्वालिफिकेशन नहीं चाहिए, कोई अलग क्वालिटीज़ नहीं चाहिए, आपके मेरे जैसे लोग ही लीडर हैं. बिकॉज आई रिमेंबर दिस क्लाइंट टेलिंग मी कि अगर हम एक परफेक्शन का फसाड क्रिएट करके रखेंगे in front of our future leaders, they will be so intimidated that, okay, this is not for me. Leadership is not for me because I cannot become like this, you know. And when I tell them that I have difficulty in understanding the nuances of Excel and I can't understand any of it, someone who's responsible for the whole global balance sheet, like this comes, okay, he also has his flaws, and
Exactly.
and he's a tremendous leader.
Tremendous leader, and he learns from there and also
हाँ, मतलब
figures
it's
out.
okay. It's okay. You don't know. You are not supposed to know everything.
You can't.
Yeah. And who told that it's expected out of you to know everything? A very classic example of a true leader is my mentor. And he may not qualify as, you know, somebody in the industry or whatever, but in my head, you are a true leader because. When I said that, you know, I feel very intimidated. My first client was President Aditya Birla Group company, and I was like, oh my God. And okay, that's my first client. How am I going to? I was panicking, and I reached out to him and said that, hey, he's not an idiot. Okay, he's paying you a substantial amount of his income upfront without even going for, because I charge 100% in advance, and without even knowing what you're going to offer or what value will he derive out of it. He's put in the faith. He's not an idiot.
True.
Okay. And if you were saying, I was saying that, you know, for such a person, what possibly I can teach him, or I can coach him, or I can consult him. So he said that everybody has their own zone of excellence, and you're paid for your zone of excellence.
True.
You are not there to teach him leadership, or you're not there to teach him about business. You're there to talk about the thing that you are good at, and that's the reason he's coming to you and paying you. And which made so much sense, you know. Then I started, you know, slowly and gradually being less intimidated, talk to my clients at an equal footing. I was always under the impression that since I was so domesticated and I was thinking in Hindi, because I am not very hands-on with English vocabulary, the lingos don't come to me naturally. I don't have that, because the way I see you talk, I mean, like, I'm thinking in my head, okay, when I have to pose the next question, this is the vocabulary. But then part of the owning my story journey was this, that if I am adding value, if I'm making sense, everything else is a byproduct. Nobody, आप गुजराती में बोलो, if it is making sense to them, फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
It's just a medium of communication.
Why have we hyped English so much here?
I will not say it's about English. I think what your mentor has done a beautiful job with you, Shweta. He has ingrained the self-belief which you didn't have within UC.
I completely agree.
Okay, and I think that is so critical and so important. मतलब एक बार खुद पे विश्वास कर लो ना, तो तुम जहाँ जीत सकते हो जो बोला जाता है ना, and it's very true. Okay, the self-belief, self-confidence will take you miles ahead than anyone who is highly superiorly educated also into the room. तुम खुद पे थोड़ा विश्वास कर लो, and I still said थोड़ा, and you can really achieve. And I think your mentor has done that great job.
I completely agree. And, you know, every time I come running and say, hey, you know, I made this mistake. So he's like, very candidly say, सब करते हैं. मैंने कहा सबका तो मुझे कभी पता ही नहीं चला. So, you know, you believe in your own, you know, space, that it's only you who are making these kind of mistakes and everybody is perfect. That's not the case.
It's good to be self-critic, but you still need to hold self-belief above and before the self.
I've been very hard on myself. I admit that, and possibly that was part of.
I think that's been all a part of our learnings and our growth. We've all evolved, and since we've been hard on ourselves, we also stand above many much more.
So one last question.
Sure.
What are we expecting from Sarika? Because इतना कुछ आपने अचीव कर लिया जितना 5-6 लोगों की लाइफ टाइम में अचीव होता है. तो अब आई एम वेरी क्यूरियस टू नो व्हाट इज लेफ्ट इन योर बकेट लिस्ट.
Well, I'm also very curious to see what's the next version of Sarika Samant 2.0.
2.0, 12.0 होगा.
I really don't know what's in store. I'm quite open. At the same time, I'm very clear. I will always step out of my comfort zone in every space of my life. फिर वहाँ से जो खुल के निकलेगा, I will try to work there. I'm
One
open
last
about it.
message for our audience.
I'm a strong believer of mind over body. यार अगर दिमाग में अगर तुम सोच लेके आओ ना तो फिर तुम्हारे में वो इच्छा आती है, and once you believe in that, you will be able to work and get into action. So always believe in yourself that you can achieve, and once you believe, you will achieve it. And keep that self-belief and self-confidence within you. Get out of those comfort zones. See how unbeatable and unstoppable you can be. There can be nobody better than you, and you will ace it anywhere. And that's all I will say. Look around. You will find inspirations in people whom you will not consider to be, but you will always find inspiration with everyone and anyone around for anything. Look at the positives. Look at the good things. We do get bogged down and weighed down, but lots of things don't happen our way. But that's how life is, and that's how our life is. The more challenges you overcome, the more obstacles you overcome, treat them as stepping stones for their next milestones to be achieved in life. And I wish you all the best. And thank you so much, Shweta, for having me.
Thank you, Dr. Sarika. This was very high on energy podcast, I must say.
Oh, I sell energy. That's a part of me. And I love that. I think the first thing that I realize as a coach, as a leader, that attracts people to you, or what you ooze out, is very important. And people read and feel your energy before your words or even your experiences. And that's again comes from the mindset कि यार अपनी ना energy levels ऊपर रखो, तुम्हारा aura vibes जैसे ही change होगा, things around will you change, and you will work in that direction. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.